It's time for our reboot camp, and this morning we're clearing away mental roadblocks that could be keeping you from having the best 2016, and soul training with meditation. It's been a big part of my life for a couple of years now, and I personally have to thank you, George, because you introduced me to our teacher.
Helps so much, doesn't it?
And it has been life-changing. Relax, take a deep breath, and scream. Yes, screaming or releasing frustration is actually preparation for this class at LA's Unplugged Meditation Studio. This prep work is part of a long list of modern meditation techniques that are widely popular around the world.
There's all these incredible trends in meditation, from sound vibrations, sound healing, crystal healing, aromatherapy meditation.
Group classes have become the latest after-work hotspot, offering up a different kind of happy hour. And if you don't have time for a drop-in session, there's an app for that. Hundreds of meditation apps offer guided sessions that you can do anytime, anywhere. Today, 18 million Americans meditate. Everyone from athletes to politicians, Marines, even children are on a quest for clarity and calmness. And corporations like Google, Target, and General Mills are all bringing mindfulness to the workplace. So why all the hype? Research proves meditation doesn't just relax you, it can physically change your brain for the better.
There's this really interesting and growing body of science which suggests that meditation can lower your blood pressure, boost your immune system, reduce the release of stress hormones in your brain.
Our ABC News anchor, Dan Harris, wrote a book about how meditation can make you 10% happier.
Everybody's life is a mix of good and bad. And what meditation has helped me do, and I think it can help a lot of people do, is to be more appreciative of the good and less overwhelmed by the bad.
So I got to thinking about my own journey with meditation and caught up with my teacher, Bob Roth. The first time I remember doing it with you, I felt the full experience. I'm the colors, I'm like, oh my God, this is fantastic. Then you send me on my way, and I'm doing it at home, and it's not working, or I feel it's not working. Come back to you for a refresher, and I'll never forget what you share with me to help me understand. Share that with us then.
It's a beautiful thing. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, who was a physicist in India who became a TM teacher and taught me to teach. I was one time with a reporter, and the reporter said, some meditations are more on the surface and some meditations seem deeper. Are the deeper ones better? And he said, no, they're both equally good. And the reporter said, how's that possible? And Maharishi said, because even in a shallow dive, we get wet. And so in this meditation, again, there's no pressure to perform, there's no perfect meditation. It is what it is. And sometimes we settle, and sometimes we're more on the surface, but we get wet.
I really have found that I am more aware of those stressful moments that are still going to happen even after meditation, but my reaction to them. I recognize them, and I just am at a peaceful state.
What was your worry, or what were you thinking before you started?
I think, like a lot of people, Bob, that I'm not going to be able to do it. I can't quiet my mind. And you said to me, of course you can't.
Nobody can.
Nobody can. And so once you say that and you realize, just recognize the thought and push it out. And if it comes back in,
let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Right. Let it go. Yes. I feel so at peace right now, and in part because guru meditator Deepak Chopra, he is here with us in our studio, Sam. He has a new book out. It is called Super Genes, and a man who many see as the first to introduce them to meditating. Deepak, thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. And you know, there's so many people that just say, it's elusive. I can't do this. I can't do this. How do you make them understand the benefits of it and that they can?
Well, as we show in Super Genes, actually meditation changes your gene expression. So within 1 week of meditation, you see a 40% increase in the enzyme called telomerase, which is an anti-aging enzyme. All the genes that are responsible for self-regulation and healing go up, sometimes 17-fold. All the genes that are responsible for inflammation go down. Inflammation is associated with many diseases. This is at the genetic level. But besides that, it helps you sleep better, improves your relationships, gets rid of stress.
I'm in. Well, no, anti-aging just did it for me. I'm in. I'll see you tomorrow. But most people, when they hear your name, they think of you as being this guru. But take us back to a time before this, and then tell me how that changed your life.
Well, I'm 69 now. I've never been sick, taken medication, been in a hospital. But when I was 30, I was a burnt-out resident in a medical institution. I was smoking cigarettes, occasionally getting sloshed,
Wow.
and totally stressed, and stressing out my patients. When I started meditation, I started to lose my cravings, and I settled down, and I decided I was going to teach it.
And you've been teaching today. You've been live streaming on our Facebook page, and we have some questions for you. Kelsey, do you have a question?
So I was meditating earlier this morning. It was such a beautiful experience. My question for you is, how do I quiet all the thoughts that come into my mind from my daily stress that's going on?
Okay, so you don't, okay? You don't worry about that, because trying to quiet a thought is a thought in itself. We think as long as we are alive. If you're not thinking, you're either comatose or dead.
Right.
So you don't try to get rid of thoughts. Meditation has two aspects to it. The inward stroke, where you go in the direction of your inner being, and the outward stroke, which is thought. And so you're bobbing up and down.
Okay.
All right, Sabina, do you have a quick question?
Yes, I really enjoy meditating, but I'm such a busy person. What's the best time and place, and should you be sitting or lying down?
Sitting is best. If you're lying down, you might fall asleep, which means you need sleep anyway. But any time is good, anytime, anywhere, even in a bus or a train or a plane.
I found that on a plane, you don't have to be in a certain position.
No,
you
just
don't
have to be comfortable.
Exactly. Where's Jennifer? Okay, you've been meditating for quite some time, and you have a question.
Yes, so I do love meditation, and I've been doing it for a while, but I sometimes wonder what's next. Like, what would I do?
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Are you aware?
I think so, I am.
Who did you consult?
Who did I consult?
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you the same question. I'm going to ask everybody the same question. Don't say yes. Just wait till I do this and then say yes. Are you aware?
Yes.
Yes.
So the question, are you aware, is a thought. The answer, yes, is a thought. In between is your inner being, awareness.
Wow.
So now I'll ask the same question. Are you aware? Don't answer. Just settle into being. Are you aware? You feel presence? That's you.
Yes.
I really felt
Okay, so you can live here. You don't have to live anywhere else, in the center of your being, and then no matter what the situation is, no matter how chaotic the world is, you never lose your peace, your equanimity. You're just grounded here. So try and live here.
Try to live here. Those are words
In
to
the
live by.
presence of your being.
Yeah. Deepak, thank you very much. And thank you for live streaming and helping our viewers that are at home and that are here
been a joy.
as well.